We want to know and learn from someone who can do what we cannot. With Jesus, that could be our individual calling. It feels like it's mine right now. I shall give you what no eye has seen, what no ear has heard, and what no hand has touched, and what has never occurred to human mind. One of my favorite stories is the road to Emmaus. Most of you, if not all of you, know this story, but for those of you who don't, there are two disciples that are leaving. They've left Jerusalem. They're about 7 miles outside of Jerusalem, and they're nervous because the Roman soldiers are looking for followers. It's 3 days after the crucifixion, and they've left town. And somebody shows up and starts walking with them, and it's Jesus, but they can't see him. And he asks, "What are you talking about?" And they kind of make fun of him a little bit. How could you must be the only one who doesn't know about Jesus, who was crucified by our leaders and actually the Pharisees as well. And they said to him, "We were hoping he was going to save Israel." And at that point, Jesus, he says, "O foolish ones and slow of heart to believe in all the prophets have spoken. Ought not the Christ to have suffered these things and to enter into his glory?" And beginning at Moses and the prophets, and he expounded the scriptures to them. They still didn't know who he was. And they walked on. It got late. And there was an inn, and Jesus was acting like he was going to keep walking, but they brought him back, these two disciples. They said, "Stay with us tonight. It's late." And so they get to a table, and they are about to have something to eat. And this is what is written. "Now it came to pass, as he sat at the table with them, and he took bread, blessed and broke it, and gave it to them. Then their eyes were open, and they knew him, and he vanished from their sight." How many times have you been on the road to Emmaus? How many times have you experienced being with divine presence and pulled away from them because the dynamic universe that is going on within you is not the primary focus? They walked with Jesus. They knew Jesus and spent time with him. Here he is in a different dimension, and they don't recognize him. It wasn't until the breaking of the bread that they realized who he was. Look at our lives today and who we are, who we could run into. Are we seeing their spirit, who they are and who they are created for? It's the same with us. When we look into the mirror or go into meditation of who we are, do we recognize the heart of God, the temple of the Holy Spirit within us? It is here that we fine-tune ourselves. I believe we can become that invisible person or walk in the light, so light that we heal the sick with our shadows. There is an uncovering that is going on here. The road to Emmaus has those qualities that Jesus left us to encounter every day. It's walking. It's being with. This, to me, is the divine gift. When we aspire to enter that true world and leave this world of mere appearance, this is the mark of nearness to the status of the sons of God. That is the gift Jesus offers his disciples that comes to us when we are born into the real world of God.